So welcome guys back to Inspired Tech. So sorry for it's been a long time. I've been busy working on some cool projects which you guys will see anytime soon. So today I'm actually gonna be covering computer buying guide for non-tech individuals. So it comprises of what you need to know before purchasing laptop, desktop, whichever computer device. These are the essential things you need to know. So let's go straight away so that the video will not be long. Alright, now the introduction. Welcome to this presentation where we explore essential factors to consider when buying a computer. Whether you're a student, professional, or retiree, this guide will empower you to make informed decisions and avoid common pitfalls. So let's get started. Number one, understand your needs. Why choose whichever PC you want to choose? Whether Apple, whether macOS, Windows, whether Dell, whether Toshiba. Over here now, I'm not choosing any product, whether HP, whether MSI, whether Predator, Alienware, whether Toshiba, Lenovo. There are a lot of manufacturers. You have to understand your needs. So assessing your requirements. Discover the essential factors to consider based on your specific requirements and daily activities. Whether it is for work, entertainment, or for both of them, will help you find a perfect fit. But when you are actually possessing a laptop, you need to look out. Is it mostly for work? What kind of work am I doing? What does it demand for the work? Then you also look, is it for entertainment? Is it to entertain, to showcase, for lifestyle? Maybe you are going out on the beach, you just need to move out with your laptop, or you're going out for a presentation. What kind of laptop do you need? Or both of them. So you need to find the perfect fit. These are actually what you need to assess your requirements. Why do you need the laptop you need? The second one is decoding technical specifications. So here I'll be talking about some technical terms, breaking it down for you little to understand. So say goodbye to those confusion. I'll break down the key technical specifications, including processors, RAM, storage, graphics in plain English. So I'll start with the processors. So processors are just, I call it the computer. As simple. It's just the computer. So everything you're doing now is running on the processor. So that is the most important factor you need to watch out for. Processor, they have types of processor that are out now, with Apple releasing the MI1 and MI2, which is not Apple manufactured. It's not actually running on Intel. So Apple doesn't manufacture their PC now to use Intel based processor. What they use is MI1 and Apple MI1 and MI2. These are the processors that Apple are now using, installing on their system. So we have a lot of processor manufacturers, but the two most common, one, probably three, which Apple has joined, is actually AMD processors and Intel processors. But Apple joined recently with their MI series of processors. So processor is the main factor you need to watch out for. Intel has processor from i3, Pentium. Those ones are backdated to the current ones. Now we are talking about is i5, i7, i9. They have 4th gen. The latest one as of making this video, I think, is actually i11, which is the 11th generation. Sorry, not i11, i9 11th generation. Then they have the Xeon, the Intel Xeon. The AMD works with Ryzen. I think the latest Ryzen, I'll see verify, but the latest Ryzen is actually Ryzen 7 or 9 in under AMD manufacturing. Then Apple has MI1 and MI2 as of now. So this is actually the most important thing you need to look out for on a processor. So on that factor you need to watch out for is the RAM, the random access memory. Now, nowadays we purchase laptops, we have purchased phones that actually you hear someone saying my RAM for my phone is 4 gig RAM, is 8 gig RAM. Now what is RAM all about? RAM is actually the storage, temporary storage where your applications are running on. Without the RAM, your PC will load, but it can't be able to run any application. Why? Because whatever you are doing at that time when your PC is on, they are all running on the RAM. So the larger RAM you have, the more faster your programs run, and the more applications you can run at the same time without lagging, or your what we usually call over here is hanging, or getting stuck a little bit. So this is actually the main factor in RAM. So the higher the RAM size, and the higher and the faster your applications respond in time to your request, whether input or your output. You understand what I mean by moving your mouse or clicking on something. So it's actually over there. So the RAM is actually the main guy in it. So we have types of RAM, but I'll not be going to much the technical part. I'll actually be hosting a live video on Saturday where I'll be decoding all this and also doing a lot of explanation, showing you guys on my PC, and also it will actually be a live where you can also ask your questions and I'll respond to every question I'll be answered that day. Then that's for RAM. Then the storage. Storage is also another factor you need to look out for. Storage is just like a file, or the hard disk, or the memory card, which you guys usually use, or the flash drive. But this is actually talking about the hard disk where your files are stored. Now, they have two types of storage. They have the HDD and the SSD. The two differences: the HDD is actually a mechanical factor of storage, is the more old one. It has been in circulation for long. The SSD is, a updated version of the HDD. The difference is the HDD is just like a hard disk that has a lot of platters on it to store it. It's CD that when it's running, you'll be hearing full to make it that full sound. The fan will be just like it's going, you'll be hearing full when your PC is running. So that is the HDD. Now they have the new one, which is SSD, which is just like plastic, like a card, like RAM. Also show those ones when we are doing a live video. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's just the SSD. So these are actually the two types. The SSD is very expensive than the HDD, but the HDD is actually has efficiency errors most of the time. After a long period of time, it usually crashes. But the SSD, I've not seen anybody that says SSD crash. It takes time unless there is some external impact on the SSD before it crashes. Then the last we are going to look at on the technical decoding is actually the graphics. Graphics. Graphics is a very good factor we need to look at in getting any PC. Now you need to watch out for the graphics. As of old, nobody looks at the graphics or purchasing laptop, but now based on AI generation, based on the quality of images that's coming out, based on the video quality, picture quality, the applications, most applications actually running on graphics. So graphics is just like the RAM, but it's actually a RAM stored for decoding pictures and color quality. So it enhances your pictures. Actually, the RAM that It's just like part of the RAM, but it actually focuses on graphics, pictures, and video. So that's what it does. It's used in rendering all those pictures and videos, make it more sharper. So the importance of graphics is if someone is using a software that is high demanding, like video editing, um, architectural softwares that need rendering, you need to watch out for graphics too. Let the graphics be high, because the higher the graphics, the more you can render your work fast, the more you can see sharper quality, picture quality of video. So this actually factor is also another one you need to look at specific based on your specification of the need. So this is all I need to just summarize in a little short. Why I don't want the video to be that long enough for the technical specification. Then we will now talk about choosing the right operating system. Over here, we'll be exploring Windows, macOS, Chrome OS, get insight into the operating strengths and the weakness, enabling you to choose the one that aligns with your preferences and your needs. So sorry for that. Hold on, let me turn on my light pen. So over here we have the Chrome, the Windows, the Mac OS, and the Ubuntu, which I did add here. I did add Ubuntu here because it's not actually used by a lot of people. It's mostly used for developers and people that are into um, cloud storage, technical people that actually use Ubuntu. So that's why they add it and let it don't be like I removed it entirely. Ubuntu is also an operating system, but it's not mostly used for non-technical people. So it's the most one that is used by technical and non-technical people are these three over here: Windows, Chrome OS, and Mac OS. So I'll be explaining them shortly in a short while. So Windows is the most popular operating system. It has, based on the statistics, it has the highest number of users running Windows on their personal computer. So Windows is the modest, it's easier, it's responsive, it answers to you fast. It has some ups and downs. Part of it then is it's easily infected by virus. Your files, people can actually, how will I put it? It has a lot of open source softwares. So when you download the software, if you're not careful what you're downloading and installing your PC, it can cause harm on your PC. So that is actually one of the downside of Windows, but it's perfectly good and I love it. I've been using it for years, even though I have idea of how to use others, but I think I've been using it for years. It's actually user friendly and it's easy for you to understand when using it. It's very easy. Then over to the Mac OS. Mac OS is made by Apple. It's Apple OS that runs on iMac, runs on Mac uh, PCs, also run on iOS and the other iPads and the iPhone. So Mac OS is actually good. It's good for those that are actually working with video editing guys and also the programmers, because it has a lot of security. If it comes to security, macOS has this built-in security. It's more secured. Installing software on it is quite hard, and it's actually secured based on privacy. It has a it's restricted privacy aspect. Then we have the Chrome OS, which are the new guys that came out, but it has been around for a long time. Let me say 5-6 years. So Chrome OS is actually a light version of the operating system among all we are seeing here. So it's a light version of operating OS that you can run. It's just like running your Android on your PC. So that's how it looks like. So it's actually for those that are actually doing light work, or you have um, a light PC you just need for your day-to-day activities. You can try using Chrome OS. It's actually good, only that it's lightweight. Most of the things you do will require internet. You actually be working with files like Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Docs. So these are actually is focused mostly on Google product, and the way you use your Android phone, that's how you using your Chrome OS on your PC. So these are actually, then the Ubuntu is actually for the technical guys. It's actually most of all applications are run using Linux, Linux. A lot of distribution of it, which I don't want to go down to because we are not talking to the technical people over here. Then the next one we are choosing is actually desktop or laptop. So not sure which one suits you better, we'll compare laptop and desktop, highlighting the advantages and limitations to aid your decision making process. So over here, just a big one, the laptop and the desktop, they are both the same, but no one is better than each other. It depends on the needs you need. So the desktop is actually good than the laptop. The desktop is more slightly expensive than the laptop, but the challenge here is desktop power, constant power supply for it to operate, and it's not portable. You can move it around. You get high quality of a desktop PC for a lower price, so almost a lesser price than that of laptop. Laptop is more expensive, but it's more portable and it has its own battery power supply in case you have power downtime. So laptop is more um, portable, more durable than the um, desktop computer. So these are actually little differences. So it depends on what you're doing. If you are actually working in the office or working from home, I prefer you going for desktop, which is actually nice. And if you want to be working with laptop, where you be uh, moving about with your files, you need to show presentation, you need to shut down and continue from where you stop. You just like people like us, just close it, go and trust it, they open it and continue. The laptop is a good fit. But most of the time now guys actually spend money on getting a good laptop, then getting a separate monitor using a HDMI or Thunderbolt cable, whichever one to connect their monitor to it while they're working in the office. It's actually a good one too. So you can consider doing that if you don't want to actually spend money on purchasing both of them. You can just spend money on getting one, which is actually a laptop, and get a monitor, smart TV or whatever one, and for you to be able to connect your smart TV whatever to your PC. So that is actually about the laptop and then the desktop. Then we also try to really look at budget wisely. Budget. You need to learn how to budget when you are purchasing a new PC. Learn how to set a realistic budget and identify the best value for your money options that meets your requirements without breaking the bank. So on my own prescription actually is, if you want to buy a laptop, budget, have 5 years in mind of using that laptop. So you can't just, my laptop is not like a mobile device or a flash drive you can buy and you say, oh, after 1 year or after 6 months, I think I need to change. No. When you are buying a laptop, you need to have 5 years, you need to project 5 years in mind. I'm going to use this laptop for 5 years. Will you be able to serve it for 5 years? By that 5 years time, will it still be in vogue? Will it still be up what you do that will still be trending, or will it still be in need? Will you be able to serve me for 5 years to generate back the revenue I spent buying it? So these are actually factors you need to look. You need to budget wisely for before purchasing a new PC. Then we also have to talk about researching brands and reviews. So as a tech person, non-tech person, you need to research, you need to do research on brands, you need to read reviews, what are people saying, which brand is actually up, which one is not up, what are the limitations, what are the factors someone found. You discover the importance of researching brands, reading reviews from other non-tech users to make an informed decision. So over here, you need to start asking yourself, this PC that I want to get, okay, what's wrong with this one? This someone complained that this one, I don't want to mention any brand name, but so that I'll not get a strike. But you understand what I mean? Do research on the brand. Which brand is good for this one? Which one is not good? Oh, this person complained. Oh, let me go and read. Why did this company stop producing so kind of system? Why did this company stop producing so kind of system? So you read that and do the research and read the reviews and try cross-checking the reviews, because right as I said, as the internet is, there are some people that will just want to take down a brand name. So not only just read from one source and you just taking in for that, you can try researching. That's why I mentioned researching. So when you read a review, if you see that this review is too harsh, you can try verifying from other sources, which is the researching part, to know whether it's actually true about that brand or not. Then we'll have the future art of future proofing. So stay ahead of the game. We'll share tips actually on how to future proof your computer, which is coming more. These are actually things that will be coming more in the soonest time. We'll be working on this series of things like this. Ensure it remains relevant and capable of handling evolving technologies. So as I said, when you are getting a laptop, you need to watch the future, have project the 5 years in future, because new softwares will be coming out. Not when your new software come out, you want to install it, they'll tell you that your PC cannot meet the requirements. These are factors. You now start thinking, oh, I need to start making budget of a new software, a new PC that can run this software. So these are actually things you need to use to budget 5 years ahead, so that you can be able to say, if this software run an update, or if there's a new version of a software, or there's a software your office is demanding for you to install, and you want to install it and not telling you doesn't meet the requirement, you now start running the HL scatter, looking for whichever alternative, maybe selling a laptop, a PC, going to get on that one. Well, you can avoid that by actually projecting the future, and always know that technology is advancing very fast. So, and you need to get laptop that can be able to get trend and stay in trend with what is evolving in technologies. So that is part of it, and also accessories and softwares. So we'll be decoding softwares and accessories, find out about the essential accessories and softwares that enhance your computing experience and productivity. So while we are talking about the softwares you can actually install that will enhance your productivity, let me see, give an example like utility softwares like disk check to check your hard disk, to run disk check, to antivirus is part of the software. So there are a lot of utility softwares which you can install, like um, screen, like PC time, like, so these are a lot of softwares you can actually install. Then accessories too. There's accessories you can. I've seen a lot of people that will call me, oh, I just got a new laptop. I want to connect a USB to it. It only has one USB port. I'm like, oh, so sorry. Why didn't you think about that before getting the laptop? So these are actually things you need to look at. If you are someone that has a lot of USB devices, I need to look at, oh, how many ports does this my PC have, and I need, how do I go about it? Is there any accessory I need to buy? Maybe will I need to buy a USB hub, and the USB hub I'm getting, is it generally just normal USB hub for just like an extension, or a data USB hub where I can transfer data files through? So these are factors you need to check out for. Okay, I'm projecting, which kind of HDMI connector am I projecting with? Is it the mini HDMI or the the standard HDMI cable port that my PC have? You need to watch out for this. So when you are getting laptop, also have that in mind, the accessories and the ports and the peripherals that will be connected to your device. How do I connect to these things? How do I use mouse? If I can I use mouse and keyboard, or do I need to get to key one wireless keyboard and mouse together, so that I can be able to use it to communicate with my PC or my macOS? So these are factors you need to look out for and check. Then, wrapping it up here, we have come to the conclusion. We have explored several aspects of the computer purchasing for non-tech savvy individuals by understanding your needs, choosing the right operating system, evaluating hardware specifications, and considering your budget and longevity. You can confidently make well-informed decision. Now, I hope you can confidently make a well decision. Also, remember, technology should serve you, not the other way around. So you are supposed to compare, technology is meant to serve you, not you serving technology. And we want to tell you guys that I will be posting a live section for this video probably on Saturday. So if you have time, you can come online, write down your questions. We are able to answer every question from the technical side and from the non-technical side, guys. So with that, we come to the end of our video today, and I wish you guys happy computer shopping. Thanks. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I also have an email, contact email. You can contact us on this email, and you can also reach us out actually on WhatsApp for any questions and respond to you shortly. Thanks. Please don't forget to like, share, drop your comments below. We respond to comments. We love you so much, and thanks. See you next time.